And we all know what every great outfit needs to complete the look. Amazing accessories, right? So can we agree on this for 2021? We're done with basic. We've all been through enough. Let's step out of our comfort zone and leave those safe classics behind. So Moshe is here to lift our spirits and beat the winter doldrums with shoes and handbags that trigger delight. I love the idea of this. Hey, Moshe.
Yes, I was really thinking about this because, the few times that we do go out into the world these days, I do think it's important, as much as you want to be comfortable and, of course, safe, why not wear something that lifts your spirits a bit and also the people around you? Because we're all kind of in these winter doldrums. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, and I agree 100%. I leave my house with a big red faux fur coat now because it makes me happy, and it makes the mail carrier happy, and it makes the neighbors happy. So you got to do it. So let's start with shoes. A little heel goes a long way.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. So over New Year's, I wore in my own home a really high pair of stilettos, and my feet are out of shape. I can't do that right now. What I'm looking for, and I think a lot of us can relate, is a lower heel. So there's thankfully a lot of beautiful lower heels on the market right now that are still very beautiful and have a lot of design details. Everything that I'm showing you today, PS, is either from my wardrobe or it's from Nordstrom. So this is like a gorgeous pair of Gucci loafers that I just had to show you. I just think it's really, really fun if you're going to go for a lower option to make sure that there's a lot of novelty and embellishment.
Okay, comfy footwear is just more popular than ever before, and by that I mean slippers all day. How do we up our comfy foot game? Maybe get out of the slippers?
Yes, so one of the trends that we're seeing that I think is really innovative is taking these slipper textures and materials and applying them to the uppers of footwear. I think it's very unexpected on this more pointed flat, but then you also have it here by Jeffrey Campbell on this mule style. So it's just as comfy as a slipper, but you just have all of this texture. And I think there's something very huggy and luxe about that right now.
Okay, now let's just switch gears. Can you give me some sparkle and some shine? Because I miss it sometimes.
Right? So one of the other trends that we're seeing is really that return to kind of the late 90s, early 2000s style of footwear. I think everyone's in that mood right now, especially with the recent announcement that Sex and the City is coming back. So if you look at shoes, they're getting very sparkly. And then also note this more square toe last, Tracy. So we're seeing this here in the Steve Madden pair, with that nice lower heel. This is a pair of my own shoes from Bottega Veneta, which I just love. They really sparked that whole return of the square toe, and then again in that metallic. And then again, I wanted to introduce you to this new designer that is really blowing up the shoe game. Her name is Amina Modi. I've known her since near the beginning of her career. She's a young, gorgeous, very beautiful, talented Arab woman who has this brand of shoes. She's basically like the new Christian Louboutin or Jimmy Choo. Her shoes, can we just talk about how gorgeous
Stunning.
this is? This is her signature martini heel. Most of her designs are named after women of color that inspire her. So this is the Lupita. Her shoes are certainly an investment, but I think it's a great thing to just delight your eyes. I haven't been wearing these much lately, but I love having them in my closet just to stare at and spark joy.
Yeah, shoes aren't just for wearing, they're also decor, okay, ladies? So if you can look at something beautiful on your shelves, sometimes it's just the pick-me-up that you need. Let's talk about handbags. What should we be looking for in handbags and purses?
Yeah, there's kind of just like three key styles that I think are good to look for right now, depending on your lifestyle. So one is this brand, this is from Nordstrom, called MZ Wallace. And this is their very well-known Metro tote. It's called the Metro tote because you can't get on the New York City subway without seeing multiple women carrying this bag. It's a quilted nylon, and you can just fit a lot in it for running around. And then the other key shape that we're seeing a lot of and that I just love, it's the pouch bag. So this is by Mansour Gavriel, And this bag, it's basically the adult equivalent of your like plush toy. uh, to just carry around and hug and cuddle, and you can fit a lot in it. And I love this kind of neutral green, natural tone to the leather. It's all about this supple leather texture. And then the other final bag that you should definitely make sure you have is a mini bag. And I love this Saint Laurent version because it's in a different shape. Again, you can find this at all different price points. This is just the one that I wanted to show you today because I think the round shape is really great, but mini bags that you can easily wear crossbody. And I think it's nice to often when we're wearing big bulky coats in the wintertime, instead of carrying a massive bag with it, have something, switch up that proportion and wear something mini and kind of cute with your bigger, bulkier layers.
Listen, the sparkle, the color, the shapes, love it all. Makes me all very excited.